Hello and welcome to Moop Tales, a brand new series where we bring you an all-original story in the form of an old-fashioned radio drama. In this first story, we're taking you out to the Great Smoky Mountains of Appalachia in the hunt for the Sasquatch.
It was a Friday morning when Tom, Ricky, and Greg were set out to the Appalachian Mountains. Not to camp, not to hike, but to hunt for a Sasquatch. Tom, you see, was an explorer of the sorts. He's traveled throughout most of America's wilderness just for the fun of the sport. That is until he found his first Bigfoot footprint. After this, Tom became infatuated with the creature, going to small towns mainly outside of national parks for first-hand accounts that would help him triangulate the best locations to find the beast. This led him to the Great Smoky Mountains between Tennessee and North Carolina. Tom arrived in Gatlinburg on a Wednesday. He spent this day mapping out the forests he planned on traversing through. On Thursday, he met with two men, Ricky and Greg. He found them from a local Facebook group called Big Feet Near Me, where Ricky and Greg would post sightings and testimonies of big feet from around the country. The two men ran a small goods store, mainly of camping supplies and convenient foods, just outside of the national park. They offered Tom to come on over to the store for some gear and discuss his routes, so he drove over. Tom pulled up to the store. It was an old gas station that didn't serve gas anymore, which was an inconvenience because he'd assumed he'd get gas here based on the pictures when he looked up the directions. He looked at his gas gauge, a quarter to empty, grabbed the map he drew his routes on from yesterday, and headed inside. When he entered, it smelled of a musk that of a wet dog. Then he saw one of the guys placing firewood on the floor behind the cash register.
Hey there, I'm looking for Ricky.
Hey, you're Tom, ain't you? That'd be me, I'm Ricky. So you want to go out squatching, do you?
Yes, sir. I got a bunch of leads from all over the place that these mountains are some of the most active spots for sightings.
Oh, you heard right. Me and my brother have seen them 3 times.
Really? 3 times?
3 times. First time we were but just kids. I think about 9 years old I was. Shit, damn near the most terrifying thing I've witnessed in my entire life. That is, till I saw him again.
That's amazing. How tall was it?
Was about 10 feet tall, and it wasn't an it. She was a woman.
How'd you know?
Well, let me tell you about the second time I saw her.
Are you saying you've had intercourse with a Sasquatch?
I'm just fucking with you, man. Personally, I've yet to see the beast. But they're out there. They're out there.
So I think we should take it with us, Ricky. We'd be better off with it. Oh, is this Tom?
Yeah, he just got here. Tom, this is my brother Greg.
Hey there, Greg. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Good to put a face to the foot, as I like to say.
So, you guys were telling me that you have some special stuff that'd help me out there?
Yeah, so check this out. We got these compass triangulators, you see. You take these devices and place one in the ground. It works like a marker and a motion sensor, and they all work in unison. The tracking sensor has a radius of 67 feet. Once you place the second one down, it connects to the first, and so on and so on and so on. They run through satellite, so it's basically impossible to get lost. That is, unless you lose the tracker, obviously.
That sounds perfect, but it seems a bit pricey. I didn't really come out with much of a budget. I didn't come out planning to spend much money at all, actually.
That leads me to ask, would you like some extra eyes and ears? Me and my brother have been wanting to head out and test these things. We tag along, and it's all in the house, of course.
I don't know. I never really go out on hunts with other people.
Why's that?
Greg, leave the man be. He's a lone hunter.
Tell you what, Tom, I ain't never been hunting before. It'd be great to get out there with someone who knows how to find what they're looking for. How about I give you the whole supply package? Food, gear, the whole 9 yards. On top of that, I know the least trailed spots around the mountains.
You said you were bringing the map with you, weren't you, Tom?
Yeah, I got it right here. So what I was gonna do was enter through here.
Oh, Tom, no. You can't go through there.
Why not?
Well, it's one of the main entrances to the mountains.
So then, why can't I go through it?
The people, Tom.
Yep, don't see how you plan to catch a trail of any big feet anywhere people frequent that often.
Exactly. Squatches are known to be as far as possible from any large populace.
I guess you're right on that. So which way would you go in from?
Take us along. and I can show you more than just the way to enter.
You know what? Why not?
Tom showed the guys the rest of the routes he mapped, and Greg showed him where he could shift a few. Then Ricky offered Tom to stay over at their cabin, which was just outside the ridge of the forest Greg suggested they enter through. Tom accepted and followed behind them in his van. Throughout all of Tom's years Sasquatching, he'd never gone on a hunt with anyone else before. You could say it's because he finds it easier, or that he thinks less people increases his chances of finally finding a Bigfoot. Truthfully, the only reason was because he enjoyed life in the wilderness. Tom didn't necessarily have a home either. He's been living from his van for the last 6 years traveling the country. He would settle down somewhere for a hunt and camp out in the woods for weeks at a time, make some money doing odd jobs he'd find from online listings, and use that money to head to the next hunting spot. The sun began setting below the tree lines as they drove through the forest. Darkness crept up in what seemed to be mere minutes, filling the brush of trees with a matte black. They pulled up to the small cabin as night had completely fallen. Inside, it was a quaint 2-bedroom with a living area connected to a kitchen. Ricky offered to make some dinner, and so they ate. Afterwards, they decided to head up to bed, to wake up early before the sun rose. Ricky and Greg went up to their rooms while Greg took the couch, and they fell asleep. At 4:30 in the morning, Tom woke to the smell of bacon.
Ugh, what time is it?
About time to get hunting.
So I'm thinking it'll take us about 6 to 8 hours to get to the first spot I want to hunt, depending on the shift in elevation.
Shouldn't be too bad. I already got most of the stuff packed and ready to go. Just get whatever things you need. We'll fill up our bellies and head on out. Mind waking up Greg while you're over there? Kinda figured he'd end up oversleeping.
Yeah, I got you. Greg, wake up. Time to get a-getting. Hey, Ricky, he's not in here.
This motherfucker. Is there a backpack next to his bed?
No, there isn't.
Yep, I think that eager beaver got a head start on us.
Well, okay then. You still know how to use those compass triangulators, right?
Yeah, I do. There should be 6 of them over in that black duffel bag there by the door.
Alrighty, that's fine. We'll catch up to him at the first camp.
Come on and get yourself a plate, Tom. We can split what I cook for Greg. No point in letting good food go to waste now.
The two ate their breakfast, saddled up their bags, and headed out to the forest at the crack of dawn. It was a brisk autumn morning. The air was still and the birds chirped overhead. Tom and Ricky trekked through the forest for the next 5 hours, throughout talking about big feet and how they both began squatching. They traveled about another hour, mainly in silence, when something began beeping from the black duffel bag Ricky was carrying.
What is that?
It's the compass triangulators.
Why are they going off?
I think Greg must have taken a few with him. When you set one up, it connects to the others and makes that sound.
So he's likely at the campsite then, huh?
Let's find out. It'll show up on the tracker. It says he's less than an hour away.
Awesome. Hopefully he gets a little bit set up by the time we get there.
If I know my brother, don't count on it. Fucker probably got there, tossed the shit down, and started hunting.
Didn't he say he'd never gone squatching before?
I meant hunting in general.
What does he normally hunt?
Mainly just birds. I think he's a little too squeamish to hunt for any bigger game.
I see, but with how much you guys know about Sasquatching, I figured he'd stick together.
Why's that?
There's times where I'm excited to get out there, but to go out ahead of everybody without saying anything, I mean, what if he finds something? That's a once-in-a-lifetime event. Him going alone is a bit unfair for us, don't you think?
That the reason you always go hunting alone, Tom?
I mean that, upon many other things, I suppose. Come on, let's catch up to him. We can get there in 30 minutes if we picked up the pace for the last little bit.
So Tom and Ricky walked at a brisk speed to the spot they planned to set up camp. There, they would set up their tents and wait for night to fall to begin squatching. When they finally arrived, Greg was not there.
Well, Greg ain't here. Expected as much. There's the triangular he set up, though.
What's his phone number? I can just get a hold of him, tell him we're here and to come back.
Greg doesn't have a phone, Tom.
The fuck you mean he doesn't have a phone?
He just doesn't have a phone. The man's never had one. He uses a computer at home, but I don't know. He's just one of those quote-unquote off-grid fellas.
Well, using a computer isn't really off-grid now, is it?
That's exactly what I told the dumb fuck.
My phone doesn't have any service out here anyways.
Yeah, that's because of the triangulators. Block signals within a 1,600 meter radius.
What's that, like a mile?
Yes, sir.
Well, what's the point of using those fucking things if they block other signals just to boost its own?
I told Greg he needs to work on that.
He needs to work on it. You guys made these things?
Well, he made them. I didn't.
Well, that's intuitive. Let's get these tents up and everything. Was gonna chase after him, but probably better just to wait for him to head back.
So Tom and Ricky set up their respective tents, afterwards digging a small hole for a fire pit, that of which Ricky wanted to build for a hot meal tonight, when Tom was just originally gonna eat dried prepared foods. Tom didn't mind the extra hour it took to do so, since a hot meal did seem nice. He normally didn't cook for himself on hunts.
Sun is about to start setting. Want to make some grub up now and start heading out?
Nah, I'm honestly not that hungry right now. For some reason, I got shaky nerves. I got a feeling this hunt's gonna be a fruitful one.
Fruitful?
You know, I think we actually got a chance of seeing something here tonight. Just got a feeling. Is that the tracker?
Yeah, check it out. It's over in that bag next to you.
What do I press?
Just click that menu and go to the connected receivers.
Says he placed another compass about 4 miles out, and it looks like he drifted off the route a little bit.
Let me check that out. I think he's heading to the caves.
Caves?
Yeah, there's a large cave system right off the side of the route you showed us. I think he's gonna try and scope it out more than likely.
That actually sounds like a good spot to go squatching. You think Bigfoots make home in caves?
I have been told that before. Heard a lot from people in Colorado. Tons of eyewitness accounts going caving, saying they heard roars and found prints at the entrances of larger caves in the mountains out there. Yet none of them had the guts to look for the damn thing. Shit, if I was a Sasquatch, I'd make a home in a cave. Good place to hide and keep motherfuckers away.
Let's head over there then. I don't want to miss anything if anything does happen.
Gotcha. Let me take a piss real quick.
Tom led the way through the forest as a crescent moon peered over the tree line. Tom wanted silence as they walked through the brush as to not miss any signs of a Bigfoot. So they walked for an hour and a half without speaking, soon approaching where Greg placed the next triangulator.
Tracker says we're close.
How far?
About 5 minutes north.
Wait a minute.
What?
Shh. Do you hear that?
You got ultrasonic hearing or some shit?
Sounds like footsteps. Large footsteps.
Tom and Ricky slowly crept their way over to the next triangulator, expecting Greg, but finding something much, much worse.
Fucking figures, he ain't here.
Ricky, isn't that Greg's backpack right there?
It is. Greg! Greg, where you at?
Greg! Greg!
Ricky went over to Greg's left behind backpack, seeing everything he packed the night before was still in it.
Ricky, what's wrong?
All Greg's stuff, it's still here.
So he has to be close. Greg! Greg, where are you?
Ricky picked up Greg's backpack, and what he saw beneath it stunned him.
Tom, I think you're gonna want to have a look at this.
What is it? Oh my god, is that?
It sure fucking is.
A fucking print! That's over half a foot larger than the one I found years ago. It must be huge. Hold on a second, I gotta take a quick casting.
A casting? My fucking brother got by a goddamn Sasquatch. We ain't got time for you to do a damn cast.
I'm just gonna pour the solution and we'll go. I'll pick it up on our way back. Just give me 1 minute.
As Tom began stirring the casting mixture, Ricky started to look for signs of where the prints could be leading to. Ricky notices some signs of wrestling and a struggle in the leaves up ahead. He walks up to the signs of struggle and looks up out in the direction that the bothered trail of leaves lead. Through the moonlit brush, he can see the entrance of a cave.
The caves.
What'd you say, Ricky?
The caves. The motherfucker took my brother into the caves.
Tom finishes pouring his casting into the print and rushes over to Ricky.
Let's check it out. You brought a gun with you, right?
You think I'd go squatching without a weapon?
You never know.
Ricky rushes towards the cave and Tom soon right behind him. As they ran, they were stopped dead in their tracks from the sound of a Sasquatch roar. They ran quicker as they approached the mouth of the cave. Beeping from the placement of another triangulator sounds off from the tracker.
He placed another tracker? Where? Did he even come out to the caves?
Ricky pulls out the tracker, then looks up in the dark mouth of the cave with a dead, blank, emotionless expression.
Where is it, Ricky?
It's in the fucking cave, man.
How far into the cave?
50 fucking feet. The dirty beast is watching us, Tom.
Get your gun out. I got a strong flashlight. Fucking thing thinks it has the upper hand in the dark, not against 500 watts of power.
Tom pulls out his flashlight, goes to click it on, but it doesn't illuminate. Clicking it off and on repeatedly, nothing happens. As he clicks open the battery cartridge, revealing it to have nothing inside.
There's no goddamn way I forgot to put the fucking batteries in this thing.
How many years you say you been doing this again?
Don't give me that shit. Your brother got snatched by a squatch in his own backyard and you want to call me unprofessional?
The fuck you just say to me, boy?
It's just a joke, right? I'll just use the flash on my phone. Won't help much, but there's no way we'll find our way around in there blind.
Yeah, whatever. Lead the way.
Me lead the way? Greg's your brother, man.
Stay close.
Ricky led the way into the cave, with Tom but an arm's length behind him. Fully submerged in the darkness of the cave, the flash from Tom's phone only making the visibility possible up to only a few feet. 50 feet into the cave, they found the placed triangulator.
There's the triangulator. Let me ask you something, Ricky. You think it was Greg that placed it?
You think a Bigfoot has the know-how to use the thing?
Don't take squatches for granted. That's rule number 3 of hunting.
The hell is that over there?
Ricky points out to the depths of the cave. There's a flickering light in the distance.
What the fuck is that?
Greg! Greg, are you alright?
Ricky quickly jolts off into the cave towards the flickering light, leaving Tom behind.
Greg!
Ricky, what the fuck, man?
The flickering light goes out. Silence fills the cave. As Tom stands there in the soft lighting from his phone, he peers back towards the exit and contemplates running out. Then the sound of a deranged roar bellowed from behind him. Tom quickly turns to run out of the cave, but when he did, it stood there, towering before him. He slowly began lifting his phone's light upward to see the height and face of the creature. It was standing over 10 feet tall, and before Tom could shine the light to reveal its face, Tom was bludgeoned in the head with a large branch, knocking him out upon the impact. As the Sasquatch dragged Tom into the cave, Tom awoke, but just for a moment. He could hear the creature grunting as it held him from one leg, pulling him through the rough, rocky dirt of the cavern floors. He couldn't see anything but darkness. He tried to speak, but was still dazed from the hit he took to the head. Tom passed back out seconds later. Tom awoke again. How much later from the last time he awoke, he did not know. He was tied up to a post in a large, open cavern. There were torches lit up around him. To the side of him, there was Ricky. Passed out, a patch of dried blood on his head and tied to another post just like himself. Then heavy footsteps approached from a dark space in front of them. As the Sasquatch emerged from the darkness, it stood menacingly before them.
Ricky! Ricky, wake up! Wake up, man! What the fuck is this? What are you doing to us? Where's Greg? You're gonna fucking kill us, aren't you? Aren't you, you fucking beast?
The Sasquatch stood there with no reaction, emotionless as the creature slowly kneeled face to face with Tom, locking eyes with him.
Just fucking do it. Whatever you're gonna do, just do it.
You wish for death.
You speak?
Does that frighten you?
Yeah, it does. What'd you do to Greg?
Greg was his name?
Was?
You come and search for me, yet you act as if my presence was not meant to be found. You are scared. You tremble. Why?
You have me tied to a post. You killed his brother. I fear for my life at this moment, and you know that. You're toying with us.
I am not one to toy with my food.
What do you call this then? Are you not hungry right now? Is this post your equivalent of a fucking refrigerator?
Even as you stare into the face of death, you joke. Do I amuse you? Or does it make it easier for you to accept the inevitable?
Are you a fucking poet? You have a fucking manifesto you want to recite or something?
No. Words do no good. Not in this day and age. As a matter of fact, it never has. Nor will it ever. Action. The world only ever responds to action.
You want to kill us as a message? For what? What do you plan to gain from doing that, let alone send a message? How do you plan to send a message by killing us in a cave?
With this, the Sasquatch grabs a hold of Tom's front pants pocket, tearing it off, making his cell phone fall to the ground. The creature picks it up, clicks on the screen, faces it towards Tom, activating the Face ID, unlocking the phone.
How do you know how to use all these things?
From others like you, who come to find me. Yet when they do, it is always the same. They hunt me for sport or curiosity. All lies. All lies they tell themselves. They crave slaughter. Man is vile. And that of which is vile by nature deserves nothing.
Not all men are vile. Some of us, a small few, truly just search to understand the unknown.
Lies!
They aren't lies.
Do you take me for a fool? You hunt me with weapons. You enter my home armed. You tell yourself it is, but for your own safety? Coward you are. The lies shine through you like the sunlight through the bristles of an oak.
Again with the fucking poetry. Just do what you're gonna do. I can't overpower you even if I wanted to. Even if I managed to run away, I can't find my way out through the dark. I'm hopeless. I'm sure that's the way you intended it to go. Do it. I'm done speaking. Just get it over with.
The Sasquatch clicks on Tom's phone once again, placing the screen before Tom's face, unlocking it. Then he begins to record.
You're recording this?
It is the only way. Man will not heed to word alone. Therefore, violence is the only way. The creature places the phone against a rock while it records on Tom tied to the post. He walks into the darkness from which he entered, leaving Tom hanging his head, defeated and whimpering. As the Sasquatch returns from the darkness wielding a large oak branch, he approaches Tom, saying nothing as he stands in front of him.
Do it! Just do it already!
The beast cocked the branch back and began beating Tom to death with it, powering hits into the top of his head. As Tom's head tilted, the Sasquatch drove the branch from a pointed end directly into the top of his skull, forcing it down through his neck, leaving the branch penetrated in his body. The Sasquatch then heads over to Tom's phone and stops the recording.
You done yet? Come get me out of this shit. So fucking uncomfortable. Did you really have to do all that philosophical bullshit?
It makes it more real.
Cut it out with the fucking voice, will ya?
As the Sasquatch turns to Ricky, it takes off its headpiece, revealing the creature to be Greg in a well-crafted costume made out of prosthetic makeup and limbs.
Shit was pretty believable though, right?
Believable? Who the fuck will believe a talking Sasquatch exists?
Well, I mean, that fucking idiot did.
Yeah, I guess he did, didn't he? Now get me out of this shit, Greg.
Greg continued to remove the rest of his Sasquatch costume. When he finished, he piled it up in the middle of the cavern and set it all on fire. Then he went to untie Ricky from the post.
So what now?
Well, you're gonna beat the living fuck out of me, then get outside the cave, call the police, and tell them we were attacked by a Sasquatch.
You really think we'll get away with it?
I think so.
What about the footage?
I'll keep the phone, say it was inside one of the bags. Afterwards, upload the video. Then we wait for the tourists looking to see the cave of the Sasquatch murder, and we'll be there to give some pricey tours.
Think anyone's gonna miss this guy?
Nah, all those fucking Sasquatch weirdos are loners. No one's gonna ask who this guy was, just where the Bigfoot killed him. Alright, grab one of those branches over there and break my leg with it.
It'd be more believable if I broke both of them.
This motherfucker. One leg.
I'm just joking.
Greg then lays down on the ground and stretches out his leg. Ricky picks up the oak branch and slams it down onto Greg's leg, breaking it at the kneecap.
Alright, now I need you to whack me in the fucking head.
You sure? It's gonna fucking hurt.
Do it, Ricky!
The drive of the oak branch from Ricky knocks Greg clean out. As Greg lays there with a small pool of blood forming below his head, Ricky bends down, putting his fingers on his neck, checking the pulse. Greg is fine. So Ricky heads over to the dark area of the cavern from which Greg first came out as the Sasquatch, pulls out a flashlight from a backpack and starts heading out of the cave. Once he gets out, he pulls out his phone, and begins dialing the police.
911, what's your emergency?
So after all that, Greg and Ricky murdered Tom. They opened up a small touring business just outside the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. People from all around the country traveled to take in the sights of the cave where the first ever recorded Sasquatch murder took place. But that's just the story, or as we like to say, another Moop tale. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.